Hello, I'm Kelsey. This is Todd. You remember him? And your phone's ringing, Kathy.
I know.
You can answer it. We can talk about how bad I am at introductions. This is great.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is on location. We're in Kamloops.
We're at Centennial Park.
Yeah.
Did you know you could ride your bike here and walk your dog here and you could pet goats here?
Yeah. Yeah. Pet all kinds of
That's
things
fine.
over there.
Sorry about that.
All good.
Today,
When you're live, you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
you gotta roll with your homies.
Yeah.
And we're rolling with Kathy Roberts today.
Yes.
We chose Centennial Park just because Kathy just lives near this area. But tomorrow you have an event happening at the Paramount Theatre. Is that right?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I'm
And-
really excited about it.
Yes?
Yes. It is called Rock Reunion. It is a fashion, hormones, and health show. And because I always was in fashion, I wanted to combine it with my business. So fashions, hormones, and health. We're using Ricky's from the mall fashions because I no longer have a boutique. But most of our models are seniors. And when I say seniors, I mean older than me. So, yes.
Older than 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm almost 75. But
No,
it's
you're
okay.
not.
I am.
Don't lie on camera. That's not nice.
I am. I'm almost 75. I'll be 75 in
Wow.
August.
Wow.
Yes. And I have 6 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren to prove it.
They must be so happy and like proud of their great grandma and their grandma. Are they going to show up to your fashion show tomorrow?
They don't live near here.
Oh, that's too bad.
The girls all live in New York, and the boys all live in Saskatchewan. That's just how it is. But my daughter is in Saskatchewan, and my son is in New York. He has all girls. They have all boys.
Wow. Okay. So you have a fashion show, and this is. I thought it had something to do with cancer. Am I okay?
It does.
Yes?
It's actually a fundraiser fashion show. I probably should have said that first. It's
That's
a
fine.
fundraiser fashion show, and it is for Wheels of Hope. And Wheels of Hope, they transport cancer patients to and from their treatments. And so we thought, because I said I want to do something for cancer because my husband passed of cancer, but I also want to keep it in the community. I don't want it going to someplace else.
Right.
So we chose that as our one to do it for this year, our charity.
Yeah. Is that a local charity? Is it throughout BC? Or
Different communities have call it differently.
okay.
Wheels of Hope is strictly Kamloops, and I might be Kamloops in the surrounding area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? You've been busy all week because I've been trying to get a.
I know.
We've been playing phone tag, but I'm also terrible at answering the phone myself. But you've been really busy. What have you been busy doing?
I've been fitting models. I've got 20 models, and when they're seniors, you've got to take your time to find something that they like. Or I had one girl yesterday that really wasn't funny, but anyways, I said she had a pair of capris on and she's quite short, and I said roll them up, that's the style. And so she went in the dressing room and came out, and she had this friend that was like trying to tell me everything because she knew all about fashion. Anyway, she comes out with them tucked inside, and I said no dear, you got to roll them out. And she goes, if I have to do that, I'm not wearing them. So I said, why don't you leave them tucked inside? That looks perfect.
Pick your battles, right?
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
yes, for sure.
So you have to learn how to like work with strong personalities sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Those are
yes.
called divas.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm sure you have are these friends of yours?
That one happens to be a friend of mine. Yes,
Yeah.
and she happens to be in my downline in my company. But a lot of them I've never met. They're from the seniors' homes. We've got some from Ridgeview, not Ridgeview. It's called on Tranquil. It's called Chartwell on Tranquil. And the other ones are from Hamlet's.
Oh.
And then friends have given me friends. And so most of them are people I don't know.
Wow.
A few that I've called in that I know just to help out.
Was it hard? Oh, go
How
ahead.
did you get the participants? Did they volunteered? Was there some amount of outreach involved, or?
Yeah, I just called the seniors' homes. I called every seniors' home in this city. And I said, okay, I'm doing a fashion show. It's a fundraiser for cancer. Do you have any ladies that would like to participate? And I called some of them 3 or 4 times, and these 2 called back and they said, we have people. And I said, well, that's perfect. So 2 of the ladies are 93 that are in this fashion show.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and there was a lady, 91, that she was quite beautiful. That was going to be in it, but she ended up in the hospital, so we had to replace her. But we're thinking of her while she's there, and
Yeah.
hopefully she's okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
Will this event be filmed?
Yes, I actually have Mastermind Studios.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes, and they are filming
Nice
the whole
choice.
thing, and they are going to put it on YouTube, and they're going to give me a link so that all of my models are bringing me a thumb drive, and I'm going to make each of them a copy because they won't see the fashion show.
Aw.
And I also have Sarah Underwood Photography, who is taking stills of the day.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's a big collaboration.
It's really big, and I
Yeah.
also have because we're modeling and we're walking across the stage, there's a big screen there. So I've made PowerPoints to go with each person
Wow.
that's going across the stage. So I've got Sam from the theater. He works at the theater in the popcorn area, and he's good with that kind of stuff. So he is going. I've given him all the videos that I made, all the PowerPoints, and he's going to put them together and run PowerPoints behind people. And I have a DJ too. I have Nick Carter DJ service, and there was a lot of headbutting, but Nick has finally decided that I know what I'm doing.
This sounds like a pretty high-end event.
Yeah.
It does.
You know, when I don't just do something.
Yeah,
you know, I've got
apparently.
dancers there. That's why the poodle skirt, because
Yes. Can we talk about your outfit?
yes, this is my poodle skirt because I'm one of the dancers, and I will tell you, I don't really know how to jive. My partner's trying to teach me fast, like tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say you're running out of time.
Yeah, well, we practiced a couple times. One time I flew across the floor and I thought, oh no, I'm going to fall and kill myself. I won't be able to do this thing. And he caught me just in the nick of time. So, yes, this will be interesting. But we have two that are more professional. One of them is one of our models. And she and her friend will get up there to dance after I make my partner said, are we going to make a fool of ourselves? I said, no, we're just going to smile and do what we do.
Yeah. Be in the moment. Who
Yeah.
cares if you make a fool of yourself? I think that's when you're having the most fun.
Totally,
Yeah.
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 So we're just going to do our thing. I said, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rosemary is going to be working with one of the other fellows I invited to dance, and he's from Langley. He's also in our company, not in my immediate team, but he always helps us.
Yeah.
And so she's never danced with him ever, but she'll be doing a jive with him. So I just said to her, tone it down. You don't need to shake too much. You know, you're older. I have to remind Rosemary those things.
Don't shake your booty too hard.
Yeah.
What time is the show at?
It's the doors open at 1 o'clock, and it'll go to about 3:30.
Oh, it's nice and early. It's
Yes.
before my bedtime. I
Yes,
love that.
Yes, and we thought we were sold out yesterday, but then I was counting up the money to see how we're doing and where we're at. And when I opened one of the bags of money, I found 20 tickets in it. So we have 20 tickets left.
Which is, yeah, exactly. So if you, haven't bought a ticket, you're learning about this now for the first time, and you want to maybe get in there and watch, you got time, but those tickets are probably going to go fast.
Yeah, I think they will go fast. Yesterday I was on the phone all day, and we were delivering yesterday. Today we can't deliver. We don't have time, unless it happens to be when we go into town at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Then we
Would it
might
just be
able
held
to-
at the door for them then, or something like that?
If
or?
they can e-transfer me, and then I will put them at the door with their name on, or they can come and pick them up at my house. Either way.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, but we were running around into the seniors around town and just delivering them to their door. Yeah.
So you were at Aberdeen Mall for a couple days last week
Yes.
that was when you were doing the fitting and
Doing fittings, and I also sold tickets there for about a month.
Oh wow.
Yes, I started really early, and I did have on my poster that until the 14th, because we were at the home show too, they gave us a free table at the home show. So until tickets will be $10 a piece until the 14th, and then they go up to $15. But I really haven't charged anybody $15. I put that so that I'd sell my tickets fast, which worked. I did sell my tickets fast, and I'm still selling them at $10.
You're very business savvy.
I've
You're
always,
very interesting.
I've always owned my own business, always.
Really?
Yes.
Can you tell us about your first business?
Yes, I ran the orchards when I lived in Quebec. We had orchards, and so I ran the pickers and did all the orchards,
Yes.
the apple orchards and everything. And then we moved to Saskatchewan, and I did Santa Claus pictures for a little while just because I was bored and I had just moved there. And then I opened a daycare and a preschool. And I ran that until we moved. My son passed away, and this is how I got into this business. My son passed away out here, so we decided to move. My husband was being transferred to British Columbia. We could live any place we wanted, And I said, well, Kamloops, because Brian at the time had said, I want you to move to Kamloops. So we bought a house in Kamloops, and he was with us when we bought it. He was living here. And then he passed away in a logging camp from the regular flu. So then we were already here. And then a few years later, we were doing fashion shows for cancer, and my husband always helped me. And at that time, we gave $60,000 for local cancer patients. And the last one we did was in memory of my husband, because he got cancer. And the one before the last one, we brought him in, but he was in a wheelchair, and he was very, very ill. And he only lived a month after that. And then, so I said, we'll do one more to the girls. We'll do one more, and it'll be in memory of him. And we had a big PowerPoint up in the front with him. And my girlfriend said, how are you sitting through this? And I said, because I'm not looking at it. I'm just, I've got my mind on what I have to do. And there wasn't a dry eye in the place. Everybody knew him. Yeah. And I'll just tell you something funny about our first fashion show out here. Because my husband...
When was that, by the way?
Where was the first one? At Cottonwood Center.
Oh, but when? How long ago?
When? Oh, well, my husband's been gone 17 years. So it was probably 20-something years ago. I did my first one at Cottonwood Center. And so I said to him, you know what, got to get the models out here. I'm standing on the stage and I'm trying to ad-lib and there's no models. And I'm thinking, come on, girls, come on, So I said, go in and get the girls. And he said, I can't go in there. They're not dressed. I said, close your eyes and go in there and tell the girls, get out here. So anyways, after that, we did lots of fashion shows, and mostly at the university. We were up to 500 people and waiting room. And so he'd say, Ian's coming through. Watch out, girls. Here I come. And he goes, they don't wear much clothes. I said, remember, you got your eyes closed and you're not looking. Oh, yeah, he goes.
Right. Wink, wink.
Blinders.
Yeah. Yes. So anyways, it was quite a joke. Everybody loved him. So it went really well and really fast. And John is my partner, and John is helping me with this fashion show. Not by duress, but he's doing it, let's just say. And he's going to do the jive on the stage. He's really good behind the scenes. Being on the stage wasn't really his idea, but he's a really good dancer, and I'm not. So he'll probably dance great as long as he doesn't drop me and I fall flying across in the audience. We'll be fine.
That's very cute. It's very cute. You know how to pick really good partners, it sounds like.
I do.
Yeah.
And he right now, because I'm working a really lot, so he's retired. And so I said, you've got a choice. You can get a job, or you can take care of the house and do the laundry and do the cooking. And he said, I'll do the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry. And I said, you got a deal.
Wow.
Because I love to work, and I don't really especially like cleaning the house.
There you go.
Will you ever stop working?
No.
Good.
I love what I do, because you know why? I help people with their health and their weight. And though the poodle skirt makes me look like a mountain,
you look beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. I've lost 40 pounds and kept it off for 6 years with our
Good
product.
job.
Yes. And so in their hormone balancing, their body balancing drops. And so that's really helped me. And that's how I got into this company, is because I wanted to try it. And it worked.
Now, speaking of hormones, going back to the fashion show, you said it was a fashion. It's about fashion, hormones, and health.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that and how those different elements?
They all go hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. Hormones are because, as we get older, our hormones kind of die, and people go for hormone replacement. That is really bad for you. Our drops were designed for hormone. And what they do is the side effect is weight loss, and they're excellent. They're all of our products are food. There's no GMO, no MSG, no any of that stuff in. So I thought, well, why not? Everybody, when they're in fashion, the first thing they say, because I had a boutique for years, the first thing they say is, I can't wear that, I'm too fat. I can't wear that, I'm too fat. Mm-hmm. And I thought, it's not about the scale, it's about how you feel. And you can dress to look good, even if you're heavy. And my models are always all sizes. I never choose skinny models.
Yes.
I have normal, real people, and like the lady said to me, do we get our makeup and hair done? I said, you're you. Go the way you go. You'll be fine, because we're not there to say, oh, she didn't curl her hair on that side today. She's her. And so, yes, these are all real people doing real things, trying real clothes.
And so how many of these people have sort of been on a stage for any reason before? Is this new for many of them, or?
Most of them, except for maybe 3 who have modeled for me before.
Okay.
Yes.
But even then, at some point, it was their first time on a
Yes,
stage.
with me. Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and we always have a lot of fun. We laugh, we joke, they can do anything they want tomorrow, so you're going to be surprised. They can dance down the aisles. We have escorts for the ones that can't walk well, so they will take them down and back because I don't want anybody falling or getting hurt, and we've got 2 in walkers. So, but they said, can they come if they're in walkers? They really want to model, and I said, of course they can. They're real people.
It's very, I love how it's so diverse and inclusive.
Yes, and we've got a couple of young people in university in it, too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it goes a little bit of all ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you have any, generational, grandma, mom?
I've got a mom and daughter. I've got 2 mom
Yeah?
and daughters in it, yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's so
Yes.
neat.
Yes.
Aw.
And I like that because actually when I modeled, I used to model back in Quebec and Saskatchewan.
Cool.
And my youngest son, the one who I said passed away, he and I modeled together. And my daughter modeled with us, but mostly my son and I. And we modeled all the time together and had a great time with it.
What type of modeling?
We did runway, for stores, local stores and stuff. And then I did one for the furrier in town where, he wasn't part of that, but I did one for the furrier in town. And I used to set up his fashion shows and do the modeling for him. And I loved it.
Wow.
I love furs, I might say.
Yeah.
Yes. And I will tell you one little thing about what my son used to do. There was a really exclusive men's store in town, and he was maybe 12 at the time. And they always had him model. They always had little suits and stuff for him. And so he modeled. And he also had a little twitch to his butt that all the women screamed. And I said, he's 12, 12, 12. I wanted to make sure they knew because he was cute, but he was tiny. And so this one time, they have 2 sons. One took over the company, and the other one was the wild child. And the wild child's name was Jimmy. Up right up the steps, and I'm going. And my son is just smiling. It's a great time. So when it's all over, he goes, Mom. I said, yes. He goes, that was Jimmy, so nice. And I said, yes, he is. He goes, I'm going to go to a party with him. Jimmy's 21. I said, no, you're not. He goes, he said he'll take care of me. I said, I'm sure he will, but the answer is no. So, yeah, we always laughed about that he was going to go. Yeah, he was going to go to a party with Jimmy, 21, and he was 12. But I don't think so.
But Jimmy seemed pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy does sound cool.
Yeah.
You seem like a really cool mom.
I've had my days, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, my little daughter, well, she's not little. My daughter is older than me. She's going to be 54 in August, just so you know.
You're forever 29?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, isn't
Oh,
that
wow.
just great?
Yeah.
I used to say that all the time. And when my youngest son, when he was, he couldn't have been too old, maybe 10 maybe, and the little girl next door, her mom was going to be 35. Now, I was older than that. And so he goes, how old is your mom today? And she goes, she's 35. He goes, wow, she's really old. My mom's only 29. I said, go boy, go.
Perspective.
Yes. So, yeah, we've had a lot of fun. I used to go to my daughter's pajama parties. They used to all have them here, and we had so much fun.
Pajama parties? Like fashion show pajama parties?
No, just the kids came to my daughter. And
Oh,
she
yeah.
had, all the kids over and the girls over, and we had pajama parties, and I used to go and sit on the bed and make them laugh. And
Oh,
yeah.
I want to hear more about your boutique.
Okay, my boutique was called Kathy's Closet Fashions. It was
Cute.
It was in my home. It was the front. I turned our garage
Oh.
when my husband's company closed, and he had a really high-end job. I mean, he was lost because he'd worked there for 38 years, and he was a regional manager for all of BC, and he didn't know what he was going to do, and so I said, well, I know what I'm going to do. We were in Vegas with our last dollar, and he goes, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to open a boutique. And he said, where? And I said, in our garage. He goes, do you know what that's going to cost? I said, don't worry about that. Just know that when I get home, I'm opening a boutique in our garage. I was selling clothes at the time, but, like weekenders where, fold them into a bag.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I was doing. And so anyways, we came home, and on the top of the mail, this is no lie, there was a letter from the CIBC, and it said, Women Entrepreneurs Wanted. I picked up that letter, and I went down to the CIBC,
Yes,
and
you
I
did.
said, I'd like to see somebody about a loan. And this young man, I go into his office, and he goes, you want a loan? I said, yes, I'm going to be opening a boutique in my house and I need a loan. And so he asked me a few questions and he goes, would $75,000 be enough? I said, that's a great idea. Give me 75, I'm out the door. That's how I opened it. My husband did all the work. We had 3 dressing rooms and everything there and a bathroom in it.
And it was legitimate.
It was legitimate, yeah.
Okay. Because I've come across non-legitimate ones that were just, yeah, sure, I'll give
It
you
wasn't a
anything.
front for drugs, is what you're saying?
No. I actually opened, I had a high-end boutique. Actually, I had one fellow that came from England several times to buy clothes for his wife because she saw me online and that was where she wanted her clothes from.
Are you a seamstress?
When I was young, I made all my kids' clothes.
Okay.
My mom sewed all of my clothes too. I would design them, and I'd bring her a piece of material, say, I want this, Mom, and she'd say, and she didn't need a pattern. She said, okay, I'll make it. Yeah.
I'm taking it all in. You do so many things, and I feel like, what's next for you?
You know what? At 75, I want to travel. And go see my grandchildren back in New York, which which I don't get to see very often. It's been quite a few years, but I also
New York can be inspiring too for fashion.
yes, well, but they live in upstate New York, in the sticks.
Oh,
That's where I'm from,
I don't know.
But yeah, it's quite a ways from New York City, but I do want to go to New York City because I can work wherever I am, so that's okay. All I have to have is a phone, and I'm in business. But what I want to do is I want to keep doing what I'm doing, Partner Co. And the reason is because there are so many people who need help with they got an ache or a pain or they're on medications or they got heart or they got diabetes. We have something to take care of all that. Yeah. So I want to help people be healthy. And that's my main goal is to help people be healthy. Like my son died tonight. It was just like bing. He had a cold. I said, go to the hospital. He was dead the next morning.
Oh, no.
I didn't get a chance. And he was in a logging camp.
Yeah.
And I begged him to go to the hospital. He goes, no, Mom, it's okay. I'm fine. And the next morning he was gone.
So was it? It's not really related, but was it the difficulty, the distance to the hospital, or something like that prompted him to?
This is the thing that really bugged me. He was at a logging camp that was a family-owned one, and they had like 10 boys. And the mother had a baby who was very sick with the flu. Most of them were in the thing, and so she said to him, because he was the only one that could drive, apparently, if the baby gets worse, take him to the hospital. If he doesn't, then go to bed. So he said to me, I said, well, take that baby and go. Yeah. He goes, no, I can't, Mom, because she said only if he got worse. And I said, I don't care. You're sick. Take the baby. And he said, no, that's not what she told me I could do. So anyways, the baby got better, and he went to bed, and he was dead in the morning.
Wow.
But he would not take the car because she didn't give him permission, which was pretty sad. He could have saved himself, but it wasn't meant to be. He told me when he was 10 he was going to die in his sleep, and he did.
Really?
Yeah. He told me lots. He was a very smart boy. He knew stuff beyond the world.
Yeah. That's special.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm sorry that you've had to experience that. Parents should never have to deal with that.
No, but you know what? I guess the only thing I could say is it made me stronger.
Yeah,
and
I could see that.
I worked with PAVE for a long time, Parents Against Violence Everywhere, and I went to a lot of schools and told my son's story. My son had done drugs for a few years, and he had turned his life around and then died in a logging camp. So I went to lots of kids and stuff and talked to them about the fact that drugs kill. Even though he wasn't doing drugs at the time, that damage was done. You can't repair that damage. It's just one of those things. And when little girls, they were up there and they were looking at pictures. I even had a picture of him in the coffin. Like I wanted to show them from birth to coffin what it's like. And they said, but he looks like he's sleeping. I said, he looks like he's sleeping, but he's not waking up. That's it. That's the end. And they said, oh. I said, because I met one mom of a little boy who committed suicide, and in his suicide note, and I helped her a lot, he said he was 11 and he jumped off the Patala Bridge from being bullied, and he said, don't worry, Mom, save my room like it is. I have to do this, but save my room. Don't move anything because I'll be back. No concept of the fact that that's it. You don't come back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kids are young and they just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the big picture.
Yeah, and I had a young boy come up to me at one of the schools, and he said, "Did you ever give up on him?" I said, "Not for a second of an hour of a day." And he said, "Oh," and I said, "If anybody ever gives up on you, don't give up on yourself. You are worth it."
That's a
So,
good message. Can you
yeah.
say that one more time?
I said, "Don't. If somebody gives up on you, don't worry. Don't give up on yourself because you are worth it."
Yes.
Yes. So
And-
Sound advice.
Yeah, and it's a reminder too of just sort of how random and chaotic life can be. That it can end at any time for literally any reason. Whether you're a drug addict, whether you're not a drug addict, whether you're this or that, and a reminder to sort of always be trying to enjoy and appreciate. And I think to an extent, the people that you have involved in the fashion show are like a great example of that. That even at that age, they're out there. They're wanting to have fun.
they're
wanting
excited,
to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And my husband and I had a whirlwind life. It was a great life. We did so much for cancer, and then who would have thought that he would get cancer and die?
Right.
And he
You'd
got.
think cancer would have been more grateful.
I know, or maybe God. Come on,
Yeah.
he's helping these people. But anyways, that happened, and I kept on going because there was a reason. My husband said something to me when my son passed away. When my son passed away, we had just moved to Kamloops here. We had just bought our house because my son was here and we were gonna be able to spend a lot of time with him. And so we were going for a walk with our dogs, and he said to me, "Are you gonna go back to work?" Because I hadn't been and I always worked. And I said, No, I don't think so. Brian died. And he goes, "Brian died, yes." But he goes, "You're not dead." And I said, "Yeah, I know, but..." And he goes, "Well, okay, tell me this. You've got children, 2 more children, grandchildren, you've got me, and so none of us are worth your time and energy?" I said, "That's not true." And he goes, "Well, then pick your socks up because we're alive, you're alive, he's gone, he will always be in your heart, but you cannot change the past."
That's true.
So that's I always remembered that when he passed away too, that I can't change that, but I can change somebody else's life.
Yes. Wow, it's very inspiring. And yeah, you kind of, when you're faced with tragedy, you kind of hit a fork in the road, and you could either get bitter or you could get better. And you could learn from that thing you went through, or you could blame the world.
Yeah, you could
Or,
do whatever.
there's so many ways you can go about it.
Yeah, and I stayed alone for 11 years, and I was doing my business I'm doing now. And this is how I met John. I was at the Bay, and they had those Bay Days thing at the time. So I had a little table there with my products on it, and this guy, and he was pretty good looking, and I was at my worst. I was my heaviest, and I looked at my worst. And he comes over and he's looking at the products, and I say, "I know he's not interested in products." I said, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Would you like to go on a date sometime?" And I said, "Oh, sure." As soon as he left, and he took my business card. I called my girlfriend. I said, This good-looking guy just came and asked me if I wanted to go on a date. I said, "I don't know who he's trying to kid. Maybe he feels sorry for me." Well, she goes, "Well, maybe not, Kath." And I said, "Yeah, I think so." Anyways, the next day he called me. We dated every day, and about 7 months later, he moved into my house, and we've been together. And it's been now 6 years, because it was the day that I decided to change my life and take our drops that I met him.
So if you're looking for a husband or a wife, go to Bay Days at the Bay.
Because I think the Bay's on strike right now.
Yes.
So
Oh, then stand outside of the Bay.
Stand outside of the Bay, or just
mean-
maybe wander Aberdeen Mall.
Oh,
And
no, what you have to do is you have to write down, when you're ready, everything you want in a partner. Everything you want in a partner.
Yes?
One thing I forgot to write down, and make sure you write this. I would like him to be very wealthy.
yeah, that's an important one for sure.
Yeah.
Don't forget that one.
Well, you know what? It's not really about having a lot of money, but learning how to handle your money.
Yes.
You
That's
could- you could-
definitely what it is.
Which
yeah.
is easier to do when you have a lot of it.
Yes, yes. And I mean, and I came from my husband was very well off, but I like clothes. I have this thing about clothes.
No kidding.
So
Is that how you express yourself on a day-to-day basis?
I guess so, because I have a call at 6:00 in the morning every day with corporate, and everybody comes with their house coats on and their sincerity, which makes you get rid of your wrinkles hanging off their face. Not everybody, but most of them. I come on with
You're
my
glamorous.
makeup on and
Your phone's ringing.
I know. I hear it again. I'm sorry for
It's
this.
okay.
It sounds vaguely like an ice cream van
It does.
driving by.
This
Little
is okay.
tinkly,
This is my
tinkly,
alarm that
tinkly.
tells me I have to do.
Now I want a popsicle.
I put a post on.
I do want a
twice day.
popsicle too.
Yeah.
Creamsicle.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's
I put a
fine.
post on twice a day, and that just is reminding me that it's time for my post, which is fine.
To post on social media?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You come from a generation that never.
Oh,
Like-
it took me a long time. To
Yeah,
learn it.
that's
I didn't
impressive.
and I have a phone. I do not like that phone. I hate that phone, but I have to have it for my business, so I have it. But when people ask me my number, I give them my landline. And John doesn't have a landline. He goes, "Why do you pay money for that landline?" And I said, "Because I'm secure. I got that phone, and I pick it up out of the receiver, and I can say hello. I don't have to figure out how to turn it on every time."
Is it cordless at least?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, because it's more fun when it has that really long cord, and then you can just
Oh, I
kind
did
of
that when
weave
I
in
was a
between.
kid.
Yeah.
I have.
You stretch it really far and then let it get all weirdly wrapped up.
And then you
afterwards.
like
no.
fling it at your brother.
Yes, I had those when I was young. But this one, I have 5 in my house. So, and there's only 2 of us, but I have 5 of these cordless phones in my house. So whatever room I'm on, I can say hello. I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
I love that. But you are catching up with new
Oh,
tech.
Reluctantly from the sounds
Yes,
of it.
I do lots I'm on the computer all day, every day, because I do social media, and I build my business a lot on social media, and belly to belly. Like I love talking to people and helping them and finding out what's wrong with them, and then seeing if I have a solution to help them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to hear about people's problems too. It makes me feel better.
Well, there's always somebody that needs help someplace. So
It's true, and it must feel so nice to be able to help.
I love it when I see big results. Like I'm going to tell you about Rosemary. You met Rosemary.
Yeah, very
Rosemary. Yes, she's one of my best friends. She's been my best friend for years and years.
Aw.
And so her brother lived in Belize half the year and here half the year. And the last time, which was before COVID, he came back from Belize. He was very ill, and he had stage 4 prostate cancer that had gone into his bones. And they didn't give him very long. And I said, Bernard, just listen to me. Let's try my products. Like, what the prognosis is. What's going on. Let's just try to see if we can't change this around. He has been in remission for the last 2 years,
Wow.
just from taking these products. His oncologist, is that what you call her, the cancer lady?
Yeah, I think so.
She said, "Those products are amazing. I can't believe it. They are amazing. Don't stop what you're doing."
Huh. Sounds like some sort of magic potion.
They're not magic, but if I don't know. Am I allowed to mention a name of
No,
it?
not-
Okay, I
not
didn't think
really,
so.
yeah.
So I wasn't going to,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, we got to steer away from promoting that sort of
That's
stuff. So.
yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't going to tell
So
you.
let's maybe steer back to the fashion show a little bit.
Yes.
Because it's been, you said like about 20 years that have you been doing the fashion show fundraiser thing? Is
I stopped after my husband passed away.
Right, yes.
And I started back up. I took care of a fellow who had a stroke.
Yeah.
He was my boarder, and then he had a stroke. So I took care of him for 10 years, and then he passed away. So then I started doing it. He was over at Ridgeview Lodge. So my girlfriend and I, Rosemary, started buying the Christmas gifts for there when he was alive there. So there's 132 people there. We bought 132 gifts for them, and we did it for about 4 years. And it was nice, but the workers met us outside the door. We never got to mingle with the people. I don't even know. We don't even know. I mean, I'm sure they got them, but you know what I mean? There was no interaction. We couldn't go and, bring them the gifts or anything. So I said to her this last year, I said, that was our last one. And then I said, you know what? Why don't we do a fashion, hormones, and health? And she goes, that's a lot of work, Kathy. And I said, but that's what I know, and that's what's in my heart.
Yeah.
And so she said, okay, let's go for it. And then, her husband is ill, so she hasn't been able to do the stuff, but her heart is with it. And if I really ask her for something, she'll go and she'll do it. And that's what counts.
So there was a bit of a gap then, a period of time where it
Yes.
ended, and now it's sort of,
Yeah.
this is a one-off?
Except for the seniors. Like I did the seniors Christmas.
Right, yeah, with the fashion show.
Yeah, but no fashion shows. And I did this one, and I said, this is my finale. I want it to be beautiful and fun and make seniors have fun and make everybody have a good time. And then I'm retiring from fashion.
Oh, this is
This is my finale.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not done working.
Oh, I'm not done working.
No.
No, I love working.
And you still want to involve fashion and wellness.
Yeah. Well, I'll be doing more hormones and health, and less fashion because I don't have a boutique anymore. I used to have a boutique, so like it was a lot of work. They let me use their clothes.
Yeah.
They were very generous at Ricky's because I had to be in there with models, while they're trying to work.
Yeah.
And they gave me racks to put my stuff on. So they were very, very good there. It was a lot of them working around me.
Yeah, I'm sure they were really happy to collaborate with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've sold a lot of their clothes already.
You should get commission.
No, are you kidding? I'm just glad to help them.
Are
Yeah.
any of the models like so ecstatic about their outfits that they're buying them themselves?
Some of them have already bought them.
Yeah.
And they're all getting a discount, but some of them have already bought them, and quite a few of them still want them. And my whole audience, they gave my whole audience a discount.
Nice. There you go. There's a reason to buy a ticket alone.
Yes. They all are going to get a discount, and it tells it on the back of the program that I printed.
You truly are an entrepreneur on many levels.
I love working.
Yeah.
I love working. I had somebody back in Saskatchewan. I used to go on TV all the time. It was with do you know what the Optimist Club is? It's a friend of youth. Anyways, and they don't have it here, but they had it back there, and I was president of it. But I wasn't president of the men's one. I was president of the ladies one. And then the men's one, they used to do a bingo all the time, and I said, I'll help. And they said, okay. And this old guy was always had done it for years. And every time, I'd come on and he'd go, there she is. And so he'd make all these jokes, and I'd answer him. And he goes, you spoiled the punchline. I said, well, didn't you know they named the Chatty Cathy doll after me? So then he started telling the audience this. And then another time we were up there and I said to him, Gabby Hayes is my uncle. Did you know that? He goes, Gabby Hayes is your uncle? No, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know what Gabby Hayes looked like. And when I come home, I told my husband, he goes, you ever seen Gabby Hayes? I said, no. I just heard the name. And he goes, he's got one tooth in the front, Kath. I said, oh, well. But anyways, yeah, we had a lot of fun. And I used to call him Pops. And he was a great fellow. And he just got a kick out of me because I didn't stop talking. So, yeah.
Keep talking.
I'm pretty good at talking.
I know.
I'm a storyteller, so I can tell you stories and stories.
Oh, good.
Do you have your fingers in any other sort of fundraising things or community type things here in Kamloops?
Fundraising?
Did I say fundraising? Fundraiser-esque, perhaps?
That's classier.
Okay. I strive for classy.
Okay. I do volunteer at the Paramount Theatre on a
that's
regular
how you
basis.
get in there.
Yes. Oh, you have to pay just the same.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh!
Yeah.
I recognize you.
Yes.
You're the ticket sales lady.
I am, especially in the
She was at the test.
yeah, when they have
I guess so, yeah, probably.
Yeah, whenever they have anything where they're selling tickets.
Yeah.
I am an extremely fast ticket seller, so they always have me do their tickets. Yes, and at the festival, yes, I can sell tickets. They hired somebody this year, and they called me, and I said, because I said, I'll run the 50/50s for you, and they're the draw, and they said, oh, we hired somebody this year. They wanted to hire somebody. I said, okay, and she called me about 3 days in, and she goes, can you come and do these tickets? I said, is there a problem? She goes, he doesn't know how to do anything, and I said, well, I do. So I would run around and find them, and then he had a machine, and I'd say, over here. I kept him on his toes. He had to bring 2 people in.
You clearly take pride in what you do, too.
I love what I do.
It's infectious.
I love what I do.
Yeah,
and
I
I
can
love
tell
all the
that.
people that I meet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's...
What do you think about us?
I think you're great. I think you're adorable. And of
I
course,
try really hard.
Kevin Kruger was one of my favorite men ever. So, you look so much like him.
Who?
Kevin Kruger.
He was an MP in town.
Yeah.
In LA,
You look like him?
This is actually the second time I've heard that comparison, believe it or not.
And he is like the nicest man in the world.
And Todd's okay, too.
Yeah,
I am
I
okay.
can see that. He's got the same personality.
I have my moments.
Oh, my God.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Can we show the... Or maybe do...
Just Google it. Kevin Kruger, MLA Kamloops. And then you can decide whether the similarity's there or not.
For the fashion show, I have a question.
Yes.
How many outfits are they... Is it just one outfit? How many...
They're each wearing 2.
2 outfits.
Yeah, and we made it pretty spaced out because they are seniors and they have to have time to
Costume change is not going to be so efficient. Yeah.
Yeah. So and they've got dressers.
Have a snack.
I've got dressers for them. So there's 5 dressers and 4 models to a dresser. So, I try to put ones that need help with ones that don't need help so that, it's easier on the dressers.
And I know you said that they could just come with whatever makeup, but is there a makeup lady or a hair lady there just in case?
Nope.
Touch up?
Nope.
No? Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, nope, they're going to be
I
themselves.
love that.
Yeah, they're going to be. I brought props, so they've got sunglasses if they want to wear them. They've got scarves.
Long cigarettes?
I do have one of those, but no, I didn't bring those because there might be children in the audience.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Don't want to encourage that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Ah.
Especially the long ones make it look so cool.
Yeah.
They could be
do have one
Popeyes.
of those for when I did the Roaring 20s. We had that theme at my company. I did have one of those, but no, I never bring them to fashion shows because there could be children.
Yeah.
And that's a bad influence for them. So I want them just to see that we're cool and fun without anything.
Good job,
Exactly.
Kathy. Yes. Think about the kids, everybody. Gosh.
And you do shots off stage.
Yeah, right. I can tell you another little story about my son.
Sure.
When my son was an altar boy. Now, when he was 10, and he loved to be an altar boy, he would have been an altar boy all 3 masses if I'd let him. And then, so one Sunday, we're getting ready to go to church, and he said, Mom, the holy water, the holy water there, the wine? He goes, it's holy. The wine, it's holy. And I said, well, it's not that holy. And he goes, yeah, Mom, the kids get to go in the back and drink the rest of the wine. And I said, this kid doesn't get to do that. I said, it is not holy wine. It is wine that has been blessed. It is not holy. So during Mass, and we had, our church was kind of round at the time, and the priest sat here, and there was a little thing behind where the altar boys went back. And at that time, the altar boys used to clean up everything in the back. And so my son, being very tiny for 10, he looked like he was about 7, he comes out with his outfit on, looking at me, and he doesn't see anybody else in the whole place. He's got this carafe of wine. He picks it up, and he goes, ah. The whole audience was looking at him, the whole church congregation, and I'm going, stop. And they're going, isn't he cute? And I said, he's not going to be cute when he gets home. So anyways, we did a long talk about it, that if that was, he goes, well, it is holy, Mom. And I said, it's not holy to you. And if I catch you again, you won't be an altar boy. Okay, he goes, okay.
How long was he grounded for?
Who would have thought church would be such a bad influence?
I
right?
know. I didn't ground him. I just,
His hangover was enough.
I don't know if they mixed that with water, and maybe it wasn't even wine.
Yeah.
I don't even know, because they don't use wine now. But I was just making a point of the fact that he was not to do that, especially in front of the whole congregation.
Especially.
Yeah.
Yes, because he was quite the little devil, and yes. And he was cute and little, so everybody thought he was adorable.
Well, yeah, when you're cute, you can get away with
That is
things.
true.
Yeah.
We
That is
would
true.
know.
Well, yeah.
We would all know.
Yes. So, and being he was 10 years younger than the other two, he got away with a lot.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
But, back to fashion, my models are adorable. I've got girls from the university as volunteers helping, not only modeling, but helping. We're rolling everybody when they come in. That's a thing we do. And they're sitting doing tickets and 50-50 tickets. And, yeah, there's lots going on.
Cute.
It's not going to be dull. And I've asked all my workers to wear something's 50s, whether it's jeans rolled up or...
So there's a theme everywhere.
Yeah.
Why did you pick the 50s as a theme?
Well, I didn't at first. I was trying to think of a name for it, and then I said, I heard something about rock. I don't know. I heard something someplace. I listened to everything, and I said, Rosemary, I know what it's going to be. Rock reunion, because we're the reunion. Like, we're old and we're coming back, and we're coming back young and fun. So that's why we did rock reunion, just because. And I love the 50s music, and that age group loves it, and the younger people love it
Yes,
too.
they do.
So it's just something that everybody can do. We've got them dancing in the aisles. We've got a flash mob. Gonna
Oh,
be
no
there.
way.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
So it's at 1 p.m.?
1 p.m. Yes.
1 p.m. till what time?
About 3:30.
Ooh, it's a long party.
Yes.
Ooh, bring Gatorade.
With the,
The thing is open. The concession is open too.
there you go. Because you got to
So you
stay
can-
hydrated if you're dancing.
Yeah, you can. Can you have popcorn and watch the show?
Yeah. Yeah. Just my
Ooh.
models can't. I've already said, we get popcorn. I said, absolutely not. Grease on
Yeah, no
somebody
kidding.
else's clothes. No.
Oh, kernels on the teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. About the size of it.
And with it being recorded and on YouTube, will that YouTube video ever be like publicly shared so people who didn't attend might be able to see the show afterwards?
Good question.
I'm going to put it on my Facebook page.
There you go.
The link, but I'm also making one for each
Yes,
of
exactly.
my girls that modeled, so they have one for themselves.
Yeah. I just meant as far as like, people who might have wanted to have the experience, weren't able to get a ticket, maybe they're away this weekend,
Yeah,
they can check it out
he said
afterwards.
it'll take a few weeks for him to get
Sure.
it ready because he's got 2 cameras there. He's doing
Yeah.
it really professionally.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
2 cameras and he's splicing them together, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. And then there'll be stills, and I told Sarah that what she could do is if she puts them all in a certain place and gives me the link, I will send it out so they know. And if they choose to buy one, they can buy one from her.
Yeah.
So they've got a picture because she is putting in all of her time and all that for that too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's incredibly
Yeah.
generous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if people wanted to say support the cancer organization that you're fundraising for, but they can't attend, is there a way they can do that, like a direct donation, or can they
Yes, they can
donate?
They can give donations, and right now they have one set up, and I don't have the link with me,
Yeah.
but I do have the link at home.
Okay.
And it's one of those little square things.
Oh, the QR codes.
Yeah, I don't know how to use those. Those are not my thing.
It's actually really easy. You just,
aim the camera.
Yeah, open the camera app on your phone, look at it, and get a little square around it, and then tap on it, and boom, takes you away.
Then I'm lost after that because then it disappears.
Yeah, because it's going to the website. It's loading up for
is that
you.
what it's doing?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, this doesn't work. Click down to the next one.
We have a lot in common. I'm horrible at sending emails and answering my phone.
And using Microsoft Word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. I forgot what I was going to say.
That's okay, too.
You want me
Is it okay?
Want me to show you Gucci?
Yes!
Yes, we want to talk about Gucci, not the
Yes.
brand, but the dog.
Yeah, who is a brand in and of himself.
Gucci is a support baby. Gucci is a little shy.
He's very shy.
Oh, he
This is
smells like a
Gucci.
baby.
He looks a little skittish there.
Yeah,
He
he's
did it.
very shy. He's a mama's boy.
Very adorable.
What's Gucci's favorite treat?
Cat treats, actually.
Really?
And these little dried beef things. They're little dried beef things.
Yeah.
And we have to cut them really small for him.
Yeah, because
That's
he's
why
got a
he
baby face.
That's why he likes those little cat treats at night before he goes to bed. He doesn't like to eat foods, so we put it on top of his dog food so that he'll eat and we put it a little bit on top and the rest underneath is his dry dog food and he gobbles it down.
Dig for it.
Yeah, so he'll eat. Yeah.
Good
But
boy.
he's very tiny.
He is tiny.
And so you mentioned before we were streaming what the breed of the dog was,
He's a Biva.
a Biva. And can you tell us the history of that because it was interesting.
Okay, the Mrs. Biva in Germany, she raised Yorkies, and she had a pure white Yorkie that was born. And she thought, wow, that's unusual. So she advertised and found another person who raised Yorkies who had a pure white Yorkie. So they got the two pure white ones together and they started breeding them. And they have to have white on them to be a Biva.
Okay.
And they have a big tail, which you can't see, but he's got a big white tail.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, then she got them registered. So, and they're in Canada now. They've been in Canada, I'd say, around 10 years. And a lot of people will say they've got Bivas, but if they don't have white on them, they're not usually a Biva.
Huh.
Yeah, and they're usually quite small. Like, he's 5 pounds, and they thought he'd only be 3. So,
Yeah.
he's a good size. They don't go
So
much
common-
over 7.
Yeah, so is he about an average size, or they normally be a little smaller or a little larger?
His parents were bigger than him.
Yeah.
They were about 7. Yeah, he's a tiny one, but he's not as tiny. Like they can be 3 pounds. That would be a small
Yeah.
one. And if they're much smaller than that, they don't usually put them out for adoption because they could have insides problems and stuff like that
Right.
because they're so tiny. But yeah, my last one was 5 pounds. He was 6 pounds, but he had a lot of problems and he only lived till 6.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that's...
And I
What would be the average lifespan for a BV or Biva or whatever?
Oh, they
14?
should. Oh, at least 14. Yeah, 14 to
At least.
16. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Little dogs tend to live longer, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I had a regular Yorkie that lived to 18 or
Wow.
19. Yeah, yeah. So he's pretty healthy. So I imagine he'll live that long. Yeah.
I love you.
Looking at you. Yeah.
I love you.
Gucci. Say hi to everybody.
Makes me sad when dogs don't love me back.
I'm sure he would given enough time.
And I'll tell you one other thing: these guys don't bark.
Really?
At least I've had 2 now, and they've never barked once.
Does he meow?
He whines.
I mean, he does like the
Oh,
cat treats, so maybe there's some of
Mom.
that in
He
there.
whines.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it a little bit drives you crazy when he's in it for the 20th time for a treat.
Yeah.
He knows I've got treats on my desk.
Well, he's just training you, honestly.
Obviously,
You
yes.
think you're training him?
Yeah. But he does listen. He does know if I raise my voice that that's enough. We aren't going to
Yeah.
do any more.
That's good.
Yeah.
You don't look like you misbehave. Do
Not
you?
very often.
Speaking
That's okay.
speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah, you should be.
animals training people, I have an anecdote to share of my own experience.
Oh, okay.
When I had a cat that attempted to, I learned it was trying to train me. I had a house in Williams Lake before I came to Kamloops, and when we bought it, it had a little dog door, cat door built into it, and the cats we had were outside cats. And so one day I was sitting downstairs in the basement, which is where my desk was set up, and the cat was trying to get back in, and it crawled up just to the window by my desk, and I was sitting right beside where the cat door was. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna teach the cat where the cat door is. So I went over and I opened the cat door and I called the cat over, and the cat wandered over and crawled in, and I was like, yes, it knows it's here now and it can just let itself in and out. Next day I was sitting at my desk, just sitting there, and the cat came up to the window again and meowed at me. And I realized that what was happening is the cat, I was inadvertently trained the cat to alert me to the fact that it wants in, so that I could go and open the cat door for him. And so that stopped about there.
Yeah, and he does use the cat. We have a cat door too, because we have a cat that's 3 times the size of him.
Oh, wow,
But
wow.
He doesn't go usually out of it.
Do you have Garfield? Sounds like Garfield.
No, he's a skinny cat, but his name
Just
is
large,
Archie.
eh?
Yeah,
Oh.
just big compared to him.
Yeah.
But he won't go outside usually unless one of us are out there, which I'm glad. There'll be the odd time he'll go out, but usually he's pretty good about waiting for us to take him out.
You see friends you want to play with?
I see around other dogs.
He's shy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tries to crawl up on my neck. And
Yeah. It looks a little...
Will Gucci be at the fashion show tomorrow?
Well, we usually bring him to everything, but no, because there's too many people there, and I've got to be coming and going, and I can't watch
Supervise
that
him
he's
and-
okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy for him to go in a pocket too.
He would be a very cute accessory,
Yes.
but that could almost be cruelty too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it'd
he
be
wouldn't go with anybody but me. So
Yeah.
I have taken him to shows before that I've done, and I put him in a stroller, and he goes back and forth with me. But this time, I am really busy, and I'm the MC, so there's no way I can keep moving him around, and that's a long time for him to be up on the stage in the heat.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
sure.
So he's going to stay home.
So you're gonna have a pretty big day tomorrow.
Yes, I'm excited.
You're excited? You don't get nervous?
No, I was
You
nervous
don't?
when my computer died last night and we couldn't print the programs. But
I
now that
hear
it's
ya.
working, I'm not nervous
You
at
never.
all.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really great.
Yeah.
Even though I like to be silly and perform in a way, I'll get nervous. Absolutely. Even though I love the thing I'm doing.
My
But-
girlfriend says I get nervous because she said I have high anxiety, so I might be a little bit high strung. Well,
Oh yeah.
come on, let's, But no, I don't find myself as nervous or.
You're just in
And-
the zone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm excited, and
Yeah.
so I'm just telling everybody, make sure you've got this ready, that ready. And I've got the program written out word for word the whole day, so everybody knows exactly where they are at what time.
You must have really good organizational skills.
I think you have to if you're working with fashions, because sometimes models can be difficult. Just saying, sometimes.
I know, right?
Yeah, I used to, from my little boutique, when I had a boutique out in my house, I used to have, did I have 20 models, and they each wore 3 outfits. So,
That's
yeah.
a
yeah,
lot.
Yeah. No, I had 30 models. So I don't know. But anyways, there was 90 outfits that went out of my boutique every time. Almost the whole place was in it, and I sold almost all the clothes at the fashion show.
Wow. So I'm just realizing, is Ricky's gonna try to style, like you're styling all of the clothing from Ricky's to make it look like it's from the 50s?
No. the
Okay,
clothes
because
are-
I was gonna say that might be challenging to have
No.
modern clothes to kind of like.
the clothes are today's clothes.
Okay.
Yes, we're showing modern clothes. So I do have one video that I'm going to play in the beginning, and it's really modern. One of the fellows that is in our morning call, every Friday it's to Hollywood, and he takes all of our faces and he puts them into clothes. Or whatever he's doing that for that thing for that day. But this week, it just happened to be that he did a thing on fashion, and it was like weird fashion. Like one person was in a cheesecloth, and there was all these points of cheese all over.
Yeah.
And one was in a newspaper, all pieces of newspaper and things like that. One had like plastic cups, and she had a whole dress made out of plastic cups.
Ooh, just think of how many beverages you could bring with you.
Yeah.
I was
Except
thinking
that
with a
they were
cheese
open.
dress. That'd be fun.
So anyways, I asked them for those pictures, and I put them on a PowerPoint, and I'm giving them to the fellow tonight. And that'll be the very first thing I'll say, our fashions are a little bit different than what you're going to see right now. And I'm going to put that up.
Right.
Just to make it so fun, because we've got to have more fashion in it. And behind the models, because they're seniors, one of the ones is all black and whites of seniors. Mm-hmm. And the next time they come out, it's all colored ones of seniors doing funny things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when the props come out.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
I had a question. And then I looked at the cloud.
Oh, yeah.
And then, oh, I got it back. Okay, I figured it out. What are the qualities you look for when you're looking for models? Or are you, it sounds like you're quite open to many qualities. But is there something specific, like a type of personality or height or what?
No, I have short girls, I have tall girls, I have stouter girls and thin girls. I think that people are real. And when you go to a fashion show and everybody is nice and slim and trim like you are, I don't think that that's the reality of life today.
Not for the majority of the population.
Yes. So I like my models to be real, and I like them to have fun. And I always say to them, you know what? Have fun on that stage. When I did my big fashion shows before, I did musicals. Like I did Menopause the musical. For one, and for another one we did Hairspray.
Nice.
So we had lots of fun because all my models were actresses.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, and we brought in singers, that would sing the songs and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where do you get your ideas from? Are you just like laying in bed and then you just go, ooh,
Yes.
I should.
That's the truth.
That is the truth, eh?
'Cause
Just random.
I was wearing the poodle skirt, and then last night, in the middle of the night, I thought, why aren't they all wearing something from the 50s? So
Yeah.
I emailed them all this morning and
Oh
said,
my
must
God.
Oh,
wear
that was
50s.
just this morning that you
Yeah,
decided to pull it.
gotta
down.
wear 50s clothes. Gotta wear 50s clothes, and I sent them a bunch of pictures so they could see some.
I mean,
They don't have to wear poodle skirts, but they can wear the jeans rolled
Right,
up,
yeah.
and the white socks.
As long as it's that theme.
yeah.
red lipstick
Yeah.
and then cat eyeliner and then a red bandana and polka dots and
Yeah,
I-
all
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
you can figure it
Leather
out.
jackets.
Leather jackets and go, hey, right?
Yes, we got a guy being Fonzie.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, cool. The guy from Langley.
Did you get John Travolta to come?
No, but we've got the next best thing.
Oh, well, there you go.
We have pictures of Russell, who is from Langley, and he's on my company. He has had his picture done as Fonz for this fellow that does our pictures for the movies. And so we have quite a few pictures of him as a Fonz.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
I really wish I could be there, but I'm working, and it just sounds really neat. I can't imagine what it's going to look like all put together. Did you?
I was going to say, I hope it comes off good. I'm pretty sure it will.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So how long have you been working on this specific show?
3 months.
Full time?
I started out slow in January.
Yeah.
And February, I was just getting going. The idea was coming in January. February, we were getting good. And then March and April, I was working like probably 8 to 9 hours a day. And
What?
I haven't taken a break since then.
Wow.
It's a lot of work and planning. And, you just get everything printed and somebody says, well, I don't really like that. We have to change it. And so then you got to go back and change it,
So by like 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow, you're like flopping on the sofa and just like, I'm resting for a bit.
Yeah, you going to
People
melt?
laugh, but as soon as 4 or 5 o'clock comes and I'm done, I said to John, we're going to go out to my girlfriend's, get the rototiller because I want to rototill my garden.
Yeah, you don't stop, eh?
Yeah. No.
You're funny.
No. My kids used to say, you're like the Energizer Bunny, man.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got about a minute left. Any final thoughts? Any final messages about the fundraiser? Anything at all? Want to say hello to anybody at
I want
home?
to say hello to everybody and come on out. We have like 20 tickets left, I said, and so you can either call me for them or take your chances at the door. We will do our best to fit everybody in, and we got lots of door prizes, lots of great door prizes, big door prizes. Even a friend of mine in Naples, Florida, sent the most beautiful door
God.
prize. And when it says Naples right on it.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of great door prizes. I do want to promote that gym over on 8th. I forget what it's called now, but you could look it up. Anyways, that lady, Jackie, just bought that gym.
Okay.
And she gave
Is
us...
that the one like near Canadian Tire?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. She just gave us, it's got a T-shirt, a sweatshirt, a cap, some protein powder, some treats in there, and 3 months at free gym.
Wow.
So there's like raffle tickets and stuff.
Yes, everybody gets a ticket towards your door prizes when they come in. That's free.
Right. Fun.
And then we've got a grand prize which I put together, and everybody, their ticket when they come in has their name, phone number, and email. That goes into the bucket, and that is for the grand prize only.
Right.
So everybody's given a pink ticket for their regular prizes, and their main ticket is for the grand prize. And then we're doing 50-50 draws. And we've got our donation boxes out.
Nice.
And there's popcorn.
And there's popcorn.
Yes, you can buy popcorn at the concession
Who doesn't
stand.
like a good bucket of movie theater
might
popcorn?
as well have fun, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, best of luck with it.
Well, thank you.
I
I'm
hope
so
it's
excited.
hope it's a fantastic success.
It will be.
It will be.
It will be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Screw hope.
Yeah.
It
Well,
will
yes.
be. It will be.
It will be,
It
Todd.
will be a fantastic success.
We've already got over $2,000 that we've earned.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm Very proud of
and
you.
at $10 a ticket, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your hard work really is paying off.
Yeah. I
literally.
didn't want it to be so expensive that regular people couldn't afford it.
Yeah. That's
So
important,
$10
too. Yeah.
they can afford. Like, to go some of the fashion shows in town, it's like $25 or $35. That's not feasible except the wealthy.
Yeah. There you go.
So I don't want that.
All right. Thanks for joining us,
Thank
Kamloops,
you.
and whoever else around the world. We'll see you next time.
Oh, is that your man?
That's John.
Hi, John. Do you want to come? Wait, we're not going to turn the camera off yet.
Come here, John.
Come on,
Say hello,
John.
Say hello.
No, you don't have to. But if you want to,
He's the handsome guy I told you that came to my
he
booth.
will be dancing tomorrow.
Hello.